Well, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin has now directed state police to investigate allegations that school staffers at Fairfax County schools helped students receive abortions in 2021. The governor says he's deeply concerned about the reports accusing officials at Centerville High School of arranged and financed abortions for girls as young as 17 without parental notification. State Attorney General Jason Miyares promises to get answers.
What the governor has announced is the Bureau of Criminal Investigation, that's our equivalent of the FBI with the state police, to get to the bottom of this. They're going to get some answers, I think, for the governor and for the public on what exactly happened here, what are the facts, and also whether there's any misallocation of state funds. It is against the law in Virginia for you to have an abortion for a minor and not get parental consent.
Parents also spoke out about the allegations.
I definitely think that's crossed the line. Paying for monies for something that's a child is inappropriate.
Parents of teenagers know that teenagers don't always tell us everything, so perhaps not so surprising parents didn't know, but you would assume that people in a school system would alert parents to any issues like this.
I think adults would alert them too. The Big Weekend Show reached out to Centerville High School for a comment, but we have not heard back. So, Anita, this is another story coming out of Fairfax County schools. There's been a long list of alleged criminal activity, keeping parents out of the loop. It plays politically as well. This is just another outrageous one.
Yeah, and it is a really outrageous one because, number one, it's illegal in the state of Virginia to pay for an abortion using state and local funds. That's number one. Number two, except, I should say, in the cases of rape or incest or where there is, some physical deformity with the child or mental deficiency, or where this would threaten the life of the mother. But other than that, it's illegal. And then to not tell parents is just, that may not be illegal, but it's reprehensible.
So, Kevin, you've covered a lot of these stories coming out of Northern Virginia, and yet parents are still being left out.
You know, this is so unbelievably outrageous. Let's play this out. You have a daughter, she's 17, she's gotten in a bind, she tells somebody at the school, and they pay for this, allegedly, and she dies on the table, she bleeds out. How are you going to explain that to the parent? This is so unbelievable. If this turns out to be true, people should go to jail, and if I were the parents or if I were a practicing attorney, I guarantee you, there'd be a lawsuit flying out as fast as I could get one. This is unbelievable. This is a mistrust between parents and districts like what's happening over in Fairfax County, which is a great county, by the way. But if this turns out to be true, there has to be consequences.
It's also very predatory on students who are not adults, and they cannot consent either when it comes to these big issues, especially when it comes to legal terms. Of course, politics are involved here. Glenn Youngkin won on a platform in a purple-blue state of parental rights. There's another governor's race right now, Winsome Sears versus Abigail Spanberger. I'm sure this will come up as a conversation in the debate for that race.
Well, I hope so, because I think it is one of those pivotal issues about parental rights and the role of parents. And I think it's not only on the school district, it's also on the doctor. You can't just go in and perform an abortion. You got to be able to look at the paperwork. If the parent's signature is not there, where is the parent on this? This person's 17 years old. I mean, these are allegations. This is why the state police are investigating, but it is abhorrent, as you said, Kevin, and we've all, I think, agreed on this. It's just fundamentally totally wrong. And again, it's another example where Democrats in general, not all of them, but in general have always taken the position the state, the school knows better than the parent. And that's the fundamental difference between the two parties.
And Katie, if it does come up in the gubernatorial debate, how does the Democratic candidate defend this?
Right.
How?
Can't.
I mean, can't. You really can't.
Right. No, especially when it comes to a minor.
Yeah.
Right. But they have defended things like this before, Kevin. I mean, I wouldn't put it beside them to defend this. I mean, the current gubernatorial candidate for the Democrats has been in favor of men and women's locker rooms, boys and girls sports in Virginia. Maybe she should answer this question and see if it comes in line with that.
Absolutely. And this could actually be a boon for Winsome Sears, obviously, in her campaign. But let me just ask you, when you first saw this story, did it just make you retch? I mean, because you think to yourself, I'm placing my child in your trust. I'm trusting you to do the right thing by me as a parent, and you do this? I mean, if this, like I said, if it's true, I just can't imagine the aftercare that has to also happen. You know, come on, this cannot happen again.
They are allegations, but because the school system has had so many crazy things, cutting parents out, your initial reaction, at least mine was to think it could be true.
Could be true.
We'll see what the facts show us.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.